News, my lovely, wonderful people. It's happening. Shaibu spills the beans, releases shocking evidences and accusation against former Governor Godwin Obaseki, the person they both worked together with for nearly 8 years before things fall apart. He said, I made myself a fool for Obaseki, but this is why Obaseki kept covering and immediately did not want me to become a governor. There are lots of things that Obaseki did that if I'm to reveal it, he will end up in jail. But I'm not somebody who comes and accuse people unnecessarily. I will only make it known and very clear what has happened and what is going on. Shaibu speaks on issues and matters going on and asks Nigerians to judge if he offended Obaseki in any way. I made myself a fool for Obaseki. If I speak on some of the things he did, he will end up in jail. The former deputy governor of Edo State, Shaibu, has revealed that he was foolishly loyal to the former governor, Godwin Obaseki, just to make the administration succeed. There were a lot of things I saw that were not right. There were a lot of things I considered, I believed in him. And I looked at it and I said there was no need for me to begin to flex muscles with him. Little did I know that the person whom I'm working with and I'm giving all my support to make the administration a success did not in any way value all of this. Obaseki was a man who wanted to keep me his subordinate forever. There were a lot of things he did that if I'm to speak about it and is investigated and found guilty, he will rot in jail. But that is not the bone of contention. Obaseki was afraid of the great things I would do in Edo State. He knew I would supersede all he did. Speaking in an interview with Sunday Sun, Shaibu, former president of the National Association of Nigerian Students, NAS, said all the actions he took while in office were based on principles rather than materialization position. The former House of Representative member pointed out that even when his relationship with Obaseki was not so cordial, he continued to play a fool for him. He stated that he stated that he despised being denied benefit of his office. He still backed Obaseki's re-election, although I saw what he was doing. Shaibu said, what people see outside is different from what is inside. You see, it's like a marriage. It is either the wife makes it work or the husband makes it work. One has to be a fool for the relationship to be able to flourish. So, in Obaseki's administration, I was the fool. I made myself a fool in his government to make things work because immediately comrades told me during the budget saga that I don't have a say. I was subject to what Obaseki says. At that level, I told myself, okay, no problem. I will be a fool for this man, but I will come out not to be a fool at the end of the day. So I started planning myself and preparing myself for that day. I said, well, I will make sure loyalty was 100%. I will be foolishly loyal. I told myself that I will be foolishly loyal. And truly, I was foolishly loyal because of that. Because of what was said from that day. So at the end of the day, everybody said, Philip is loyal, Philip is loyal. I was actually loyal, foolishly loyal. And when I say loyal, I mean loyal. This is my house. There is no one thing in 8 years that I bought extra in this house. No one thing I would say is a new thing that I bought in this house since I became deputy governor of Edo State. That was how foolish I was. I was limited to the overhead of salary, nothing more. And that is why the committee of the new government has committed an assignment to my hand. You won't see my name in any transaction in the government or proximity to transaction in government. I purposely stayed away, yes, from any financial transaction, apart from my overhead and salary in government. That was how foolish I was, to the extent that even my office vehicle, I didn't have an official vehicle. No, the car I used for 3 years first 3 years as a deputy governor was the car that I brought with my car loan as a member of the House of Representatives, the Land Cruiser that had the flag with the crest of deputy governor was the one I bought when I was a member of the House of Representatives. I bought an armed Land Cruiser because I had to travel by road for my constituency from here. That car was just 6 months old when I became deputy governor. So when the government was not buying vehicles, everything, I had to ask to take my car from Abuja, brought it here to Benin, and put the flag and put the nobody knows. This was the things I did. Then the car my security is using is the car that both the former governor's wife has used. The lady mechanic is alive. I had to go and tow it. She came to the deputy governor's lodge and towed this vehicle to her workshop and fixed it. Some of them, we had to change engine, gearbox. Some of them, we had to cut the head of another head to make it work. She's so skillful. She's very good at her job to keep the convoy for the deputy governor. So that was how the Hilux I used 2 years, two of them. The one already abandoned that I used as the majority leader, we had to go and buy engine for 2 of them to fix them. Then then the one I used in the House of Representatives, I bought another one for the campaign. These 4 vehicles were Hilux vehicles I used in my first term in the office as a deputy governor. So Obaseki treated me badly, but I thank God for how things turned out. Everyone will pay for what they have done. So that's Philip Shaibu, speaking about his exploits as a governor. He did not exploit the people of Edo State. Rather, Obaseki exploited him. You can hear the whole explanation. He said he was foolishly loyal. Wow. I never heard that one before. But anyway, we learn every day. Foolishly loyal. And he say, Obaseki, he don't know what you do, Obaseki. You say, but God did. So we'd like to hear from you. What do you think about Philip Shaibu's outburst, on himself and Obaseki? Let's hear your thoughts. Please don't forget, you are important. Let's hear what you think. Okay? Don't forget to please give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. Every one of us must continue to support a good cause to move us forward. Bye for now.